Magandang araw. So welcome to our Math 171 or the Calculus 1 for Engineers, and we are now in our student activity sheet number 9 with the lesson title Polynomial Curves, the Tangent and Normal Lines, and also the first derivative test. So our lesson objectives for today is to relate the significance of the slope with the equation of the tangent and normal lines, find the tangent and normal lines to a curve at a given point, define and illustrate geometrically increasing and decreasing functions, then apply the first derivative test to find relative extremes of the function. Okay, so yung tinatawag natin dito na increasing and decreasing functions is what we call the maxima and minima. Okay, so yun yung mga tinatawag din natin as extremes of the function, wherein hahanapin natin nasan ba yung pinakatuktok at pinakamababa. Okay, so now let us first learn about the polynomial curves in tangent and normal line. Okay, so in tangent and normal lines, we have these equations. Okay, magkaiba sila, pero they are related to each other. Okay, so when we say tangent to the curve, yaan ngayon yung ating linya na kung saan, when we say tangent, it is a line na naglalay or dumadaan sa curve natin. So, kung titignan ninyo ito, diba? So, ito yung curve natin, this one. Yan yung curve natin. And then, may line tayo ngayon na yung line natin na yan ay nag-intersect siya or let's say, siya ay pumatong doon sa curve natin. Okay, nagdaan siya doon sa curve natin. So, ito yung point na yon. Ito yung tinatawag na point na yan. So, that is what we called the tangent line. Okay? And then, when we say normal curve naman, the normal curve is perpendicular to our t. So, ibig sabihin, kung may line ka dyan, kuhanin mo lang ngayon yung kanyang, okay, kuhanin lang natin ngayon yung kanyang 90 degrees, and then this line will be your normal. Okay? That is the normal line na nagsasabi natin normal to the curve. Okay? So, it is a perpendicular. Okay. So, we have this formula or we have this equation for our tangent and normal to the curve. Okay. So, this one, ito yung tinatawag natin na tangent. Okay? Kung titignan natin, that is just this point slope form. Y minus y sub 1 is equal to m multiplied by x minus x sub 1. Okay, so ito yung gagamitin natin na equation for the tangent. Okay, and then for the normal naman, actually, we have this, kapag perpendicular daw yung dalawang linya, ibig sabihin, the slope is just the negative reciprocal. So, paano natin nasabi yon? Okay, so, if tangent is perpendicular to the normal curve, your slope or the m is equal ngayon daw sa negative reciprocal. At kapag reciprocal, binabaliktad natin, magiging 1 over m. Kaya ngayon, yung ating point slope form, ginawa lang natin siyang, pinalitan lang natin si m into normal. So, nagkaroon tayo ngayon ng y minus y sub 1 is equal to negative 1 over m multiplied by the quantity of x minus x sub 1. Okay? So, yun yung mga gagamitin natin na formulas or equations. So, now, punta na tayo ngayon sa examples natin. So, find the equation of the tangent and normal lines to the parabola y is equal to x squared minus 1 at the point 2, 3. Okay. So, katulad lang din sa ginagawa natin, gagamitin natin kasi si derivatives. Okay? So, first, ang gagawin lang natin dito is kuhanin natin yung ating equation. So, ang equation natin dito is that y is equal to x squared minus 1. Yan. Okay? Then, proceed now to derivatives. Okay, get the derivative. Derivative ng y, this is y prime. is equal to, derivative ng x squared is 2x, minus, derivative ng 1 is 0. So, hindi ko na siya ilalagay. And take note na ang sinabi natin that y prime is, yaan na yung ating slope. Okay? So, kasi, di ba sa ating equations, ang kailangan lang naman natin is the slope. Wala na tayong problema kasi we have x and y values. Okay, so now, we solve for the slope. Okay, so we have y prime is equal to 2x. Again, wala tayong slope na may variable. So, tignan natin ngayon yung given. Meron sa ating binigay na point 2, 3. So, therefore, x daw is equal to 2. So, we substitute x is equal to 2. So, we will be having y prime is equal to 2 times 2. So, therefore, computing this, y prime is equal to 4. And, again, y prime is equal to our slope. So, now, let us get the equations. So, get the equation of the tangent. Again, we have the equation y minus y sub 1 is equal to m multiplied by x minus x sub 1. Okay? So, dito, ma'am, paano po yan? Meron lang po tayong isang point. Meron po siyang dalawang y. Okay? Yung tinatawag natin na y dito and then this x, yan ay hindi napapalitan. Okay? Kasi, ang kailangan natin is the equation. Okay? Ang papalitan natin ngayon ng values ng point na binigay na 2, 3 is yung may subscript. Okay? Itong x sub 1 at y sub 1. Okay? So, ngayon, sabi natin, x sub 1 is equal to 2. Okay? Is equal to 2. Y sub 1 is equal to 3. Then, our m is equal to, ano yung nakuha natin? This is 4. So, substituting the given, so magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng y minus, ang ating y sub 1 is 3, is equal to, ang ating m is 4, then, multiplied by x minus, ano yung x sub 1 natin? It is 2. Okay. Kaya lang, ang kailangan natin dito is to simplify. So, let us simplify. Paano natin sinisimplify yan? We just distribute si 4 dito. Okay? We multiply them. So, we will be having y minus 3 is equal to 4 times x is 4x minus 4 times 2 is 8. And then, itong ating negative 3, from left side, lipat lang natin siya sa kanan. So, magkakaroon tayo ng y is equal to 4x minus 8. And then, from negative 3, magiging positive 3. So, simplifying this, we have y is equal to 4x. Negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. So, therefore, our tangent equation now will be this one. Okay? So, now let us move to our normal equation. So, for the equation of the normal to the curve, again, ang gagawin lang natin dito ay papalitan lang natin yung ating equation. Magiging y minus y sub 1, then, is equal to negative reciprocal ng ating slope. We have negative 1 over m multiplied by x minus x sub 1. So, again, ganun lang din. We just substitute the given. Okay? So, we will be having here, substitute lang natin using the same. Okay, we have y minus, ang ating y sub 1 is 3, is equal to negative of 1 over 4 multiplied by x minus, ano yung ating x? X sub 1 is 2. Okay? So now, again, we just need to distribute, simplify natin. We will be having y minus 3 is equal to, okay? So we just distribute this one to the variables inside the parentheses. So we will be having negative 1/4 x, and then negative times negative will be positive na. So 1/4 multiplied by 2 will be having 2/4. Okay? So, gamit lang natin dito. Continue dito tayo. So, we will be having y minus 3 is equal to negative of 1/4 plus, okay, so 2/4 is just 1/2. Diba? Kapag pinagano natin siya, okay, may x tayo dito. Then, si negative 3, lipat lang ulit natin siya papunta sa kanan. Magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng y. Y is equal now to negative 1/4 x plus 1/2, then plus 3 na siya. Then, si 3, palitan lang natin siya into fraction form. Okay, instead of 3, gawin na natin siyang 6/2. Kasi diba 6/2 is just also equal to 3 para madali natin siyang mapag-plus. So we will be having now y is equal to negative 1/4 x. Then 1 plus 6 is 7/2. Okay, so this is now our equation for the normal to the curve. Okay. Let us proceed now to our next example. Example number 2. Find the equation of the tangent and normal lines to the ellipse. 4x squared plus 9y squared is equal to 25 at negative 2, negative 1. So, same process lang tayo. We solve for our slope para magamit natin siya sa given na slope, tangent and normal equations. So, we just solve for slope. So, solving for slope, we use again our equation. So, ito siya. We have 4x squared plus 9y squared is equal to 25. So, we just use the derivative. So, derivative ng 4x squared is, okay, again, this is implicit, ha? Take note that we are using implicit differentiation. Okay, so derivative ng 4x squared is 8x, tama? Then, plus, derivative ng 9y squared, we have 18y. Then, again, nag-derivative tayo ng y with respect to x, we use y prime. Kailangan magdagdag pa, either y prime or dy over dx. And then, equal ngayon kay derivative ng 25 is 0. Okay, so now, ang kailangan natin again is to solve for y prime. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon dito ay mag-transpose. Si 8x, lipat natin ngayon sa kanan. So, magiging 18y, y prime is equal to, from positive, magiging negative 8x. Then, we divide both sides by 18y para ma-cancel ito, and then matitira na lang sa atin si y prime is equal to negative 8x over 18y. Okay, then, again, sabi nga natin, we don't have any slope that has variable. So, therefore, we substitute the values of x and y. Again, we have this negative 2, negative 1. So, therefore, x is equal to negative 2 and y is equal to negative 1. Okay, so by substituting, we will be having y prime is equal to negative 8. And then yung x natin is negative 2 over 18 multiplied by negative 1. Okay, so let's solve for this. Negative 8 times negative 2 is positive 16 over 18, positive 18 times negative 1 is negative 18. Okay, so by simplifying this, we will be having y prime is equal to, since positive divided by negative, magiging negative siya, diba? So, negative 16 over 18 is 8 over 9. And take note that our slope or y prime is also yung ating slope na. Okay? So, Let us now continue in getting the tangent to normal equations. So first natin is the tangent. Okay, so sulat ko lang dito. We have x sub 1 is equal to negative 2, y sub 1 is equal to negative 1, and then our slope is negative 8 over 9. Okay? And then again, we have this equation for the tangent to the curve. We have y minus y sub 1 is equal to m multiplied by the quantity of x minus x sub 1. So, we substitute kasi meron naman na tayong given values. So, we have y minus, okay, then negative 1. Ito huwag kayong malilito. Kasi naka-minus siya, naka-negative 1 yung ating given, okay? So, huwag niyo siyang ilalagay lang agad na negative 1. Baka magkamali kayo doon. So, equals, then our m is negative 8 over 9. Then, multiplied by x minus, our x sub 1 is negative 2. Okay? Gamitin ko ni bracket. Okay, now, let us simplify. We have y, negative times negative is positive, so magiging y plus 1 na siya, equals. Okay, so, anin muna natin yung nasa parentheses, huwag muna natin siyang i-distribute. We have negative 8 over 9, then x, yung nasa loob, negative times negative, magiging positive. Okay, so tsaka pa lang tayo ngayon mag-distribute. Let us multiply our slope sa loob ng parentheses. So we will be having y plus 1 is equal to negative 8 over 9 times x, negative 8 over 9x. Then, negative times positive magiging negative. 8 times 2 is 16 over 9. Okay? And then, ano pang kasunod? Lipat lang natin itong plus 1 sa kabila. So, we will be having y is equal to negative 8 over 9x minus 16 over 9 minus. Okay, so yung 1 natin, gamitin natin 9 over 9. Okay, para madali tayong makapag-minus. Okay, so, simplifying, we have y is equal to negative 8 over 9. Okay, negative 16 minus 9. So, pareho silang negative. So, pagpaplasin lang natin siya. Pero, negative pa rin yung kalalabasan. So, 16 plus 9 is 25 over 9. Okay? So, pwedeng yaan na yung sagot. Pero, kung gusto ninyong alisin yung ating, okay, may extra dito. Kung gusto ninyong alisin yung pagiging fraction niya, we just multiply both sides by 9. Okay? So, para makancel kasi ito. Makakancel yan. Malilipat ngayon si 9 kay y. So, we will be having now na 9y is equal to negative 8x minus 25. So, this will now be your final answer for the tangent equation. Okay? So, next naman natin is the normal. Okay? So, for the normal, again, ano na nga formula, ano na nga equation natin doon? We have y minus y sub 1 is equal to the negative reciprocal of our slope multiplied by x minus x sub 1. Okay, so we just substitute. We have y minus y sub 1 natin is negative 1 is equal to negative 1 over, ano yung m natin? We have negative 8 over 9 multiplied by x minus, ang x sub 1 natin is negative 2. Okay, so we simplify. We have y minus, okay, negative times negative, magiging positive na siya. Plus 1 is equal now to, okay, may negative ka dito, negative din dito. Pag pinagsama natin, magiging positive na siya. Okay, so tanggalin ko na siya. And then, this one, you have denominator sa denominator. This denominator, lipat lang natin sa taas. Kasi di ba sabi nga natin, it is just the reciprocal. So, pagpaligtarin lang natin. Magiging 9 over Then we have x. Then, negative sa negative, magiging positive. Okay. Then, we just multiply. Okay, we have y plus 1 is equal to, okay, distribute lang natin to. Alright, so 9 over 8 times x is 9 over 8x. Then plus 9 times 2 is 18 over 8. Then again, yung ating plus 1 dito, lipat lang natin with transpose. Magiging y is equal to 9 over 8x plus 18 over 8. From positive, magiging negative. And then, gamitin lang ulit natin yung naka over 8 para madali tayong makapag uh, minus. We have 8 over 8. Then, simplifying this, we have y is equal to 9 over 8x. So, 18 minus 8 is 10. We have positive siya, 10 over 8. And then again, tanggalin natin yung pagiging fraction. So, we multiply both sides by 8 para makancel to. Mawawala na sila. Okay. So, baka may magtaka bakit nakakapag-cancel tayo pero meron tayong operation. Take note na even though they have still pareho naman kasi sila ng denominator. So, matatanggal lang din siya. Okay? So, now, nung tinanggal natin, nalipat si 8 ngayon kay y. We have 8y is equal to 9x plus 10. And this is now your final answer for the equation to the normal curve. Okay? So, let us move to example number 4 of your module. Find the equation of tangent lines to the ellipse x squared plus 4y squared is equal to 8 parallel to the line x is plus 2y is equal to 6. Okay. So, kung mapapansin natin, kakaiba siya kasi iba naman yung binigay ngayon. Kanina kasi ang binibigay is puro numbers. Diba? Ngayon, dalawang equation ang binigay. So, ang gagawin muna natin dito is since dalawa yung kanyang equation, this one, so, pareho natin siya i-differentiate. Tignan natin ngayon yung kanilang pagkakamukha. Okay? So, here, let us solve again for the slope. Solve for slope. So, first is by using the ellipse equation. So, we have first natin x squared plus 4y squared is equal to 8. So, differentiate lang tayo again using implicit differentiation. Okay? Alright, so, derivative ng x squared, we have 2x plus derivative ng 4y squared, we have 8y, y prime. Don't forget may y prime siya. Is equal now to the derivative of 8 is 0. Then, let's solve for y prime. So, lipat lang natin Lipat lang natin si 2x sa kabila. Magiging 8y, y prime is equal to, from positive, magiging negative 2x. Then, divide both sides by, this is 8. Divide both sides by 8y para makancel yung katabi ni y prime. We will be having y prime is equal to negative 2x over 8y. Diba si negative 2 over 8 is magiging negative x over 4y. So, para hindi kayo malito, negative 2 over 8, pag yan sinimplify natin, magiging negative 1 over 4. Okay. So, wala tayong mapagagamitan ng ating wala tayong mapagagamitan ng makukuhanan ng values ng x and y kasi equation ulit yung binigay. So, tingnan naman natin sa pangalawang equation kung magagamit natin siya or makukuha natin yung ating slope. So, we have second one is using the line. Equation of the line. We have x plus 2y is equal to 6. Okay, so differentiate natin using implicit differentiation. Derivative ng x is 1 plus derivative ng 2y is 2y prime. Diba? Is equal to derivative ng 6 is 0. Then, we transpose, lipat lang natin si 1 kay sa kanan, magiging 2y prime is equal to, from positive 1, magiging negative 1. Then, divide both sides by 2 para makancel si 2. Then, makukuha natin that, okay, y prime is equal to negative 1 half. Okay, so nakuha natin ngayon yung slope. Okay, so wala tayong problema ngayon. Magagamit na natin yung ating slope. Okay, so since the slope of the tangent lines at the point of tangency will be equal to that of the given line for these lines to be parallel. Okay, so ngayon, ang gagawin natin is that, okay, ito, meron tayong nakuhang dalawang slope. First is this one, and then next natin is ito. Okay, kasi kailangan natin makuha yung mga values ng x and y, di ba? Para makuha natin yung equation ng tangent line. Okay. Alright. So, ngayon, ang gawin natin is to equate this one. Okay? Equate natin sila kasi pareho naman silang y prime, di ba? Pareho silang naging slope. So, therefore, we just equate, okay? Equate y prime to y prime. Okay, di ba? Y prime to y prime, we have negative x over 4y is equal to negative 1 half. Okay. And then, ang gawin natin dito is solve for x. Okay. So, anong gagawin natin dyan? Let us cross multiply. Okay. Let us cross multiply. So, since pareho na silang negative, okay, tanggalin na natin si negative kasi negative naman na sila pareho, di ba? So, nawawala na si negative. X times 2 is 2x is equal now to 1 times 4y is 4y. And then, divide both sides by 2 para makancel. Then, matitira ngayon si x is equal to 4 divided by 2 is 2, then y. Okay, so nakukuha tayo ngayon ng equation. Okay, so we have x is equal to 2y. Okay, then, ang kailangan pa rin natin makakuha ay values ng x and y. Okay, saan tayo kukuha ngayon ng y? Alright, so we use the equations. Okay, gamitin natin ngayon yung ating ellipse na equation. So, using the ellipse equation, okay, using ellipse equation, substitute natin ngayon, substitute x is equal to 2y. Okay, so we have x squared plus 4y squared is equal to 8. Sabi natin, palitan natin siya. So, yung x natin dito, magiging 2y. So, we will be having 2y, then don't forget, naka-square siya. Okay, plus 4y squared is equal to 8. We have one equation, one unknown. Pareho na lang siyang y. Makakapag-solve na tayo ngayon ng y. So, we will be having 2y squared. Okay, sorry. So, 2y squared. Gawin lang natin siyang, okay, so, 2 squared is 4, and then y squared is y squared, plus 4y squared is equal to 8. Okay, and then, combining like terms, pareho na sila, 4y squared plus 4y squared, magiging 8y squared is equal to 8. Then, divide both sides by 8. Makukuha na, makakancel natin, y squared now is equal to 8 divided by 8 is 1. And then, we get the square root of both sides. Okay? Cancel si square root, natitira si y. Y now is equal to square root of 1 is 1. But, again, take note, when we are getting the square root, okay, dalawa ang values niyan. We have positive and negative. Okay. So, therefore, since we already got the values of y, okay, so we use now this equation. Balik tayo sa equation natin na x is equal to 2y. Okay. So, we use when, okay, so now, using x is equal to 2y. Okay. Again, we have two values of y. So, first is when x is equal to 1. Okay, so we will be having x is equal to 2y, then magiging 2 times 1, x now will be 2. So, if your y is 2, if your y, alright, sorry, this is not x, this is y. Y is equal to 1. Okay, if your y is 1, then your x is 2. So, ibig sabihin, we have 2, 1. Okay. Next naman natin, when y is equal to negative 1. So, substitute lang ulit natin. X is equal to 2 times negative 1 naman. X now is negative 2. So, therefore, if your y is negative 1, your x is negative 2. Negative 2, negative 1. Okay. Kaya lang, balikan natin question. Ang tinatanong sa atin is the equation of the tangent lines. Lines, okay. Doon pa lang sa sinabi niya, sabihin, dalawa yung ating mga linya. Okay? So, let's use pareho, dalawang ating, dito. So, sulat lang natin. Ang nakuha natin kanina na slope is negative 1/2. And then, dito muna tayo, when slope is negative 1/2 at 2, 1. Okay, ito muna ang unang equation natin. So, using the same equation, y minus y sub 1 is equal to m multiplied by x minus x sub 1. Okay, and then, we have here, okay, substitute y minus, ano y sub 1 natin? We have 1 is equal to m natin, negative 1/2, then multiplied by x minus, ang ating x sub 1 is 2. Okay, so now, let us simplify. Y minus 1 is equal to negative 1/2 x. Okay, so nag-distribute lang tayo, then negative times negative, magiging positive na. 2, okay, 1 times 2 is 2, divided by 2 is 1. Then, we transpose. Ito, transpose lang natin. Magiging, ano na siya? Okay, when we transpose, we will be having y is equal to negative 1/2, okay, plus 1 minus 1. Okay, so since positive 1, negative 1, cancel. Ano na lang natira sa atin? We have y, okay, may x to. Y is equal to negative 1/2 x. Okay, tanggalin natin ngayon yung ating itong 2. Lipat lang natin si 2 sa kabila. Magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng 2y is equal to negative x. Okay? May mali ba sa ating nakuha? Okay. So, that's 1. Alright, then, for the next naman natin, ito yung una nating tangent line. I'm also checking with the module. Iba kasi yung lumabas sa module. Okay. So, let's try. Tingnan natin yung isa. We have m is equal to negative 1 half at doon naman sa pangalawa, negative 2, negative 1. Okay. So now, substitute lang natin ulit. We have y minus y sub 1 is equal to m x minus x sub 1. So, substitute. Y minus, ang ating y sub 1 is negative 1 is equal to m natin na negative 1 half multiplied by x minus ang ating x sub 1 is negative 2. Ayan. Then, we simplify. Y, negative times negative, magiging positive 1 is equal to negative 1 half. Then, x, negative sa negative, magiging positive 2. Okay. So, then, gawin naman natin bagong ibang, naman, itong 2, lipat lang natin sa kabila. So, paano siya? Ang mangyayari dyan ay 2 multiplied by y plus 1 is equal to x plus 2. Okay, may negative nga pala tayo dito. So, ang gagawin na lang natin is to distribute sa negative dito sa kabila. Okay, so magiging negative x minus 2. Then, simplify this. We have 2y plus 2 is equal to negative x minus 2. Then, anong gagawin natin dito? So, we will be having may positive 2 ka dito, negative 2 sa kabila. Kapag yan, nilipat mo, lipat natin ito dito. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng 2y is equal to negative x, negative 2, from positive magiging negative 2. So, we will be having 2y is equal to negative x, negative 2 times minus 2 is negative 4. And then, si negative x naman, lipat natin sa kabila. So, from negative magiging positive, x plus 2y is equal to negative 4. So, ito ngayon yung ating equation. Okay. So, itry nga natin ngayon na, I think parang may mali akong nalagay dito sa una natin. So, negative 1 half times negative 1 half is positive 1. Ano naman? Okay. So, balikan lang natin. Ang nagkamali tayo dito is that this one. Okay. So, nilipat natin, tinranspose natin si negative 1, di ba? I-transpose. From negative, magiging positive dapat siya. Okay, plus 1. Okay, very good. So now, by simplifying this, we have y is equal to negative 1 half x. Then, positive 1, magiging 2. Okay. And then, lipat lang natin that this one. Okay. So, si x natin, dito, yan na natin siya. Lipat natin, transpose lang natin, we will be having 1 half x plus y is equal to positive 2. So, tanggalin natin yung pagiging fraction niya. We just multiply both sides by 2. So, paano yun? Didistribute natin siya. So, 2 times 1 half x will be, nakakancel na siya. Matatanggal na, magiging x na lang. Plus, 2 times y is 2y is equal to 2 times 2 is 4. So, ito ngayon yung ating isa pang equation. Okay? So, yaan ngayon yung ating tangent lines. And let us move now to another topic. It is the polynomial curves, maxima and minima, and first derivative test. Okay. So, in this one, okay, so this section attempts to give stronger method for obtaining graphs by using the first and second derivatives. So, dito, ang gagamitin muna natin is the first derivative. Okay, so increasing and decreasing function. So, when we say increasing, tumataas. And when we say decreasing, bumababa. So, pag na-reach na niya ngayon, if you increase, okay, if the graph increases and before it decrease, yung magiging ano niya, yung magiging point niya ngayon na kung saan ay doon siya nag-start mag-decrease. Yan yung tinatawag natin na maxima. Okay? And then, kapag yan nag-decrease, syempre, pupunta ulit yan sa point na kung saan ay mag increase siya. At yung point na yan dito sa level na to, yan yung tinatawag natin ngayon na minima. Okay? So, dito, ang gagawin lang natin dito is that if your y prime or the slope is greater than 0, then your x increases. So, syempre, di ba, yung slope kasi natin, yan yung tinatawag natin na peak or yung, sorry, not peak, but the yung ano niya, yung pagka-slant niya. So, kung positive siya, kung siyaan ay nagpa-positive, ibig sabihin, tumataas yung curve mo. But, kung yung iyong slope is less than 0, or ibig sabihin, nag-negative siya, therefore, it decreases. Okay? So, f of x is decreasing as x increases. Tumataas naman ngayon yung kanyang x. Okay. So, yun yung sinasabi ko, y is maximum point and minimum point. Kung saan yung iyong slope ay nag-zero na mataas na point, so ibig sabihin yun yung maximum point natin. And then, nag-zero ulit yung slope niya, pero nasa ibaba naman siya. Therefore, it is the minimum point. Okay? But, we also have this strictly monotonic. So, paano natin siyang sinabi na strictly monotonic? Hindi natin malalaman ngayon asan si maxima and minima kasi yung slope niya will lie on the zero or on the origin. Okay? And mostly ito yung mga equation na f of x is equal to x cubed. Kasi ganito yung kalalabasan ng kanyang graph. Okay? Yung nakikita niyo ngayon sa screen. Okay. So, dito, the first derivative test for the extremes of the functions. So, at the point where y prime is equal to 0, if y prime changes from positive to negative, as x increases, y is a maximum. And then, if y prime changes negative to positive, as x increases, y is a minimum. So, ibig sabihin dito lang ay, ang titignan natin ay yung kanyang neighboring functions or neighbor na points. Okay? So, malalaman din natin siya later on sa ating formula, sa ating example. So, let us have these following steps para makuha natin yung critical points niya. First is solve for f prime x or yung ating y prime is equal to 0 for the critical values. Then, locate the critical values on the x-axis, thereby establishing a number of intervals. Then, determine the sign of f prime x on each interval. And lastly, is let x increase through each critical values. Then, f of x has a maximum value if f prime x changes from positive to negative. And then, f of x has a minimum value naman if f of x changes from negative to positive. So, paano natin siyang nasabi na ganun? Kasi, balikan natin to. Yung figure number 4 natin, from positive to negative. So, ibig sabihin, umaangat siya, and then, bigla siyang bumagsak. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung part na yan, maximum siya. Kasi, pumunta siya sa pinakataktok. Pero, ngayon, kabaligtaran naman, dito sa figure number 5 natin, okay, decreasing siya, negative siya, and then bigla siyang nag-positive, ibig sabihin, tumataas siya. So, therefore, napuntahan naman niya ngayon yung kanyang minimum. Okay? So, let us have an example. Locate and classify the critical points by first derivative test. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito is to use derivatives. Okay? Y prime. Let us solve for our y prime. So, locate and classify. So, we have, let's use the given equation. Y is equal to x cubed plus 3 halves x squared minus 6x minus 4. Then do the derivative. Okay? So, implicit differentiation tayo ulit. Y is y prime is equal to derivative ng x cubed is 3x squared plus, okay, derivative ng 3 halves x squared is, ano siya? Okay. So, we have 3 halves, then ibaba natin yung ating exponent, then x, bawasan natin yung exponent ng 1, magiging x na lang siya. Tama? Okay, then minus, derivative ng 6x is 6, derivative ng negative 4 is 0. So, hindi ko na siya lalagay. And then, kung papansin natin, we have 2, 2. So, cancel lang natin siya. So, we have y prime is equal to 3x squared plus 3x minus 6. Okay. Again, huwag niyong pahirapan yung sarili ninyo. Ang gawin lang natin dito is to get at check natin baka meron siyang common factor. Ano ang common factor nila? We have, the common factor is 3. Okay. So, labas lang natin si 3. Y prime is equal to 3. And then, matitira, x squared plus x minus 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay. And then, ito, ang gawin natin, di ba sabi natin, makukuha natin si maxima and minima kung ang ating y prime is 0. So, y prime is 0. Okay. So, palitan lang natin, y prime is 0 is equal to 3x squared plus x minus 2. And then, we divide both sides by 3 para ma-cancel natin to. Natitira siya. Okay, then 0 divided by 3 is 0. Then, matitira na lang x squared plus x minus 2. Okay, factorable ba siya? Okay, tignan natin. Factorable ba? Yes. Paano natin siya ma-factor? We have 0 is equal to x, then multiplied by the quantity of x. We have negative 2. Ano ba ang um, ano ba ang factors ng negative 2? We have negative 2 times positive 1 and positive 1 times negative 1 times positive 2. Okay. So, tingnan na lang natin. Lagay na lang natin 2 and 1. Negative naman siya yun, diba? So, ngayon, alamin na lang natin sino si positive at sino si negative. Okay. So, since ang ating middle term is positive, so, ibig sabihin, dapat mas mataas yung mas mataas na number is yung positive. So, we have positive 2, then negative 1. To check, positive 2 plus negative 1 is positive 1. Okay, so yun yung makukuha natin. And now, we just equate it to 0. X plus 2 is equal to 0. Then, another one is x minus 1 is equal to 0. And then, anong kasunod natin gagawin dito? We just solve for x. X is equal to negative 2, and then x is equal to positive 1. Okay. Then we get the values of y. Of course, we need the value of y. So, anong gagawin natin? So, we just substitute. Okay. So, substitute to the original equation using yung nakuha natin. Okay. So, using original equation. So, using original equation natin, when x is equal to negative 2. Okay. So, y is equal to x cubed plus 3 halves x squared minus 6x minus 4. Okay, so we shall substitute. Substitute lang natin. Y is equal to negative 2 cubed plus 3 halves negative 2 squared minus 6 times negative 2 minus 4. Okay, and then solve for this. Y is equal to negative 2 cubed is negative 8. Then, plus negative 2 squared naman na siya, diba? So, magiging positive 4 times 3 is 12. Divided by 2, magiging 6. Okay, o, tingnan nyo nga kung paano yan. Then negative 6 times negative 2 is negative 12 minus 4. So, ang gagawin natin dito. Tama ba yung aking nakita? Alright. So, solve for this na lang tayo. We have y is equal to, okay, combining lahat muna ng negative. Negative 8, negative 12, negative 4. So, we will be having how much? Okay, so sorry. This is negative 6 times negative 2 is positive na siya. Okay. So, negative 8 minus 4 is negative 12. Then, plus 6 plus 12. Kung papansin natin, pwede nating i-cancel yung negative 12, positive 12. So, ang matitira na lang sa atin, y is equal to 6. So, therefore, if your x is negative 2, then your y is positive 6. So, you already have 1 point. Okay. Ito na yung isang point natin. And then, paano naman kung when x is equal to, ano isa natin nakuha? Positive 1. Okay. So, again, substitute lang tayo. Y is equal to, substitute na tayo kaagad. 1 cube plus 3 halves, then 1 squared minus 6 times 1 minus 4. Okay. So, since may mga 1 na lang naman dyan, may mga ano tayo, di ba? Hindi natin pwede cancel. So, we will be having y is equal to 1 plus, ito pwede natin ma-cancel dahil 1 squared lang naman siya. So, we have 3 halves minus 6 times 1 is 6 minus 4. Okay, combining them, we have y is equal to, okay, 2 times 1 is 2. Diba? So, we have 2 over 2 plus 3 halves. Then, negative 6, negative 4, magiging minus 10. Okay. And then, anuhin natin siya. Si negative 10, gawin na natin siyang, ano rin natin siya, in fraction. So, we have 2 over 2 plus 3 halves, then minus 10 times 2 is 20 over 2. Okay, para madali. Then, lahat yan, combine natin 2 plus 3 minus 20. So, we have y is equal to 2 plus 3 is 5, minus 20 is negative 15 over 2. So, ibig sabihin, if your x is positive 1, then your y is negative 15 over 2. Okay. Ayan ngayon yung dalawa nating points. Ang tanong, okay, yung mga points na yan, yan yung tinatawag nating critical points. Pero ang tanong ngayon, sino dyan si maximum and minimum? Okay. So, para ma-check natin ngayon si maximum and minimum natin, okay, gagamitin natin yung neighboring points ng x. Okay. So, first, is dun muna tayo sa when x is negative 2. Okay. When x is negative 2. Okay. So, ang neighboring niyan, sino ba yung mga katabi niya? Okay. So, kung ang katabi niya, negative 2 yan, therefore, you have x is equal to negative 3 and x is equal to negative 1. Yung katabi. Okay, yung dalawang katabi niya. So, ang gagamitin na natin ngayon dito is yung nakuha natin y prime. Okay? Pero sa y prime natin, ang gagamitin natin is this one. Okay. So, tingnan natin ha. We have y prime is equal to 3 multiplied by x squared plus x minus 2. Yeah. So, dun muna tayo kay x is equal to negative 3. When x is equal to negative 3. Y prime is equal to 3 times negative 3 squared plus negative 3 minus 2. Okay. Then, solve for this one. 3 times negative 3 squared is 9. Positive times negative, magiging negative 3. Then minus 2. Solving 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. So, y prime dito is positive 12. Okay. Pero, when x is negative 1 naman. Okay. When x is negative 1, again, using the slope equation natin, y prime is equal to 3 multiplied by 1 squared plus 1, okay, then minus 2. Okay, so we have 3 times 1 squared is 1 plus 1 minus 2. Tama ba? Okay. So, now we will be having y prime is equal to, is this correct? 1 squared, sorry, negative 1 pala siya. So, this is negative 1. Okay. So, we will be having, this is negative. So, we have 3, 1 minus 1 is 0. Tama? Then, minus 2 is negative 2. So, therefore, y prime natin is negative 6. Ayan. Tingnan nyo ha. Yung una niyang katabi, positive. Then, yung pangalawa niyang katabi is negative. So, ibig sabihin, ang slope niya nung una, positive, tumataas, and then, bigla siyang nagpunta ngayon sa slope na negative. So, therefore, ito yung ating point na kung saan siya ay negative 2, positive 6. Okay, so kung titignan natin, ang kanyang arc ay pataas, okay, facing downward, napunta siya sa peak point or sa pinakataas. So, we can say that this is our maximum point. Okay? So, check naman natin. Of course, yung pangalawa, dapat, ano na yan, di ba, minimum point. Pero, i-check pa din natin kung siya, kung makukuha pa rin natin na tama. So, we have, when yung x naman natin ay yung pangalawa, 1. So, sino yung kanyang neighboring? Ang neighbor niya is x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2. Okay? So, check natin using again the same, natin, y prime is equal to 3 x squared plus x minus 2. Okay. Dun muna tayo when x is 0. Okay. Y prime is equal to 3 times 0 squared plus 0 minus 2. So, cancel lang naman tong dalawa na to. And then, matitira sa atin ay y prime is equal to 3 times negative 2. Y prime is negative 6. Okay, negative. Nag-start siya kay negative. Then, when x is equal to 2 naman daw, y prime is equal to 3 times 2 squared plus 2 minus 2. Okay, cancel na to, diba? 2 minus 2 lang naman siya. So, we have y prime is equal to 3 times 4 and y prime is equal to positive 12. Okay, so kung i-graph naman natin siya, nung una daw, yung nasa kaliwa niya ay negative, so ibig sabihin, pababa, decreasing, and then, pagdating niya sa point natin na 1, negative 15 over 2, okay, bigla namang nagpalit yung kanyang slope, pumapanik naman siya kasi naka-negative. So, ibig sabihin, this is our minimum point. Okay? So, medyo mahaba lang siya, pero kung titignan natin siya pag sinolve natin, medyo kaya naman. Okay? So, dito, actually, this one, itong part na to, is just a solution. Pero, kung i-graph nyo siya, i-graph nyo na siya, tignan nyo lang ninyo sino yung mataas at sino yung mababa. Diba? Di makikita nyo na, that is the maximum point and this is the minimum point. Okay? So, for your assignment, let us do the activity number 3, skill building activities. Pakisulat na lang siguro sa yellow paper na lang para mas manipis na lang din. Okay? So, yellow paper, skill building to be passed on Monday. October